Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the top 10 places you absolutely must visit in Switzerland. Switzerland. It's like stepping into a postcard. Chocolate box villages, snow-capped mountains, crystal clear lakes. It's almost too perfect. And trust me, I've been all over. This place is special. From adrenaline-pumping adventures to peaceful walks with stunning views, Switzerland has something for everyone. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or planning your first big trip, this list is your golden ticket to the best of the best. So buckle up, grab a snack, maybe some Swiss chocolate if you're feeling adventurous, and get ready for some serious travel inspiration. Let's do this! Kicking off our list at number 10 is Zermatt, a town that needs no introduction. Well, maybe a little introduction. Nestled at the base of the mighty Matterhorn, that mountain that looks like a giant Toblerone bar? Yeah, that one. Zermatt is car-free, which adds to its charm. Imagine strolling through the streets, crisp mountain air filling your lungs, the sound of horse-drawn carriages echoing in the distance. This place is straight out of a fairy tale. But don't let the quaintness fool you. Zermatt is a haven for thrill seekers, too. We're talking world-class skiing in the winter and some of the most epic hiking trails you'll ever encounter in the summer. Trust me, the views from the top are worth every step. Now I know what you're thinking, Casey, isn't Zermatt just about the Matterhorn? And yeah, the Matterhorn is pretty amazing, but Zermatt is so much more than just one mountain. We're talking cozy cafes with the best hot chocolate you've ever had. Seriously, it's like drinking melted chocolate bars. And the shops, from luxury watches to hand-carved cuckoo clocks, it's a shopper's paradise. But for me, the real magic of Zermatt is the atmosphere. It's this perfect blend of lively energy and peaceful tranquility. You can feel the history in the air, the stories whispered from the mountains themselves. Whether you're looking to conquer epic slopes, lose yourself in the beauty of nature, or just unwind and soak it all in, Zermatt has something for everyone. Coming in at number 9 is Lucerne, a city that effortlessly blends natural beauty with historical charm. Imagine this: crystal clear waters reflecting snow-capped peaks, medieval architecture lining cobblestone streets, and a sense of peace that washes over you the moment you arrive. Lucerne is all about those picture-perfect moments. You'll find yourself snapping photos left and right, trying to capture the magic of this place. Trust me, I've got a camera roll full of Lucerne shots. One of the things I love most about Lucerne is its walkability. You can wander for hours discovering hidden alleyways, charming cafes, and breathtaking views around every corner. And speaking of breathtaking views, let's talk about the iconic Chapel Bridge. This wooden footbridge, dating back to the 14th century, is like stepping back in time. Now, no trip to Lucerne is complete without paying your respects to the Lion Monument. This incredibly moving sculpture, carved directly into the rock face, commemorates the Swiss guards who died defending the Tuileries Palace during the French Revolution. But it's not all history and solemn monuments in Lucerne. Take a boat trip across Lake Lucerne and you'll be surrounded by the most stunning alpine scenery. It's like sailing through a painting, with towering mountains rising from the water's edge. And for those who like their history with a side of adventure, a ride up Mount Pilatus is a must. This legendary mountain, overlooking Lucerne, is said to be home to dragons and other mythical creatures. Whether you're exploring ancient landmarks, cruising across serene waters, or hiking through mythical landscapes, Lucerne will captivate your senses and leave you wanting more. All right, guys, we're talking Interlaken, Switzerland. This place is insane. Interlaken is basically an amusement park carved into the Swiss Alps. Paragliding, skydiving, whitewater rafting, it's all here. Jumping out of a plane with the Swiss Alps as your backdrop? Unreal. It's like falling through a postcard. And paragliding? Pure magic. But Interlaken isn't just about extreme sports. The scenery itself is breathtaking. Towering mountains, crystal clear lakes, lush green valleys, a fairy tale. Interlaken has something for everyone. Prepare for an epic adventure. Now you might be thinking, Casey, I'm not really an adrenaline junkie, and that's cool. Interlaken gets that. It's not all about jumping off cliffs and risking your neck. You can take a leisurely cruise on Lake Thun or Lake Brienz, Or hop on a funicular for some epic mountain views. Chill, take in the scenery and snap some photos. And if you're a history buff, check out Unterseen. It's like taking a step back in time. So yeah, even if you're not about that extreme life, Interlaken still got you covered. Geneva, Switzerland. This city is a trip. It's a mix of international diplomacy and small-town charm. You've got the UN headquarters and a relaxed vibe. And the lake? It's massive and dominates the landscape. The Jet d'Eau is like a giant water show. Geneva's full of surprises, and that's what makes it so cool. Now, Geneva's got a history that goes way back, and you can feel it everywhere you go. You've got ancient buildings, cobblestone streets, and museums packed with artifacts. The old town is a maze of narrow alleys and hidden courtyards, and it's just begging to be explored. Get lost in the history, grab a coffee at a sidewalk cafe, and just soak up the atmosphere. And speaking of history, you can't go to Geneva without visiting the International Red Cross and Red Crescent Museum. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of humanitarian work, and it's something everyone should see. But Geneva's not stuck in the past. This city is also a hub for luxury and innovation. We're talking high-end boutiques, Michelin-starred restaurants, and some of the finest watchmakers in the world. If you're looking to splurge, Geneva's got you covered. So there you have it. Geneva, a city that effortlessly blends history, culture, and a whole lot of style. It's a place that will challenge your perceptions and leave you wanting more. All right, guys, we're heading to Bern, the capital of Switzerland. Now, I know what you're thinking. Capital city? That means boring government buildings and stuffy museums, right? Wrong. Bern is anything but boring. This city is like a perfectly preserved medieval town with cobblestone streets, sandstone buildings, and hidden fountains tucked away in every corner. Seriously, walking through Bern's old town is like stepping back in time. You've got these beautiful arcades, which are basically covered walkways that line the streets. They're perfect for escaping the rain or just soaking up the atmosphere. And then there's the Zitglog, this iconic clock tower that's been standing tall since the 13th century. Every hour, the clock puts on a little show with mechanical figures, and it's way cooler than it sounds. Trust me on this one. Bern's got this incredibly charming and laid-back vibe that's hard to find in a capital city. It's a place where you can slow down, appreciate the history, and just enjoy the simple things. Bern's got this whole bear thing going on. The city's named after bears, and they've even got a bear park. It's called the Bear Pit, right in the heart of the city. The Aare River flows through Bern, and it's picturesque. Check out the Rose Garden for the best panoramic views. Bern is a blend of medieval history, natural beauty, and bears. All right, we're talking Switzerland, we're talking top 10, and coming in at number 5, we've got Lausanne. This place is perched right on the edge of Lake Geneva, and let me tell you, the views are insane. Imagine waking up to that every morning, cup of coffee in hand. That's the Lausanne life right there. Lausanne's got this cool vibe, a mix of chill lakeside living and a surprisingly bumping nightlife. Bars, clubs, restaurants, Lausanne comes alive. And for all you sports fanatics out there, Lausanne's home to the Olympic Museum. Trust me, it's pretty epic. The Olympic Museum is seriously cool. You walk in and feel a wave of inspiration. Torches, uniforms, and interactive exhibits test your skills. Try beating Usain Bolt's dash or a high jumper's record. It makes you want to go for a personal best. The museum overlooks Lake Geneva with incredible views. Grab a coffee, sit on the terrace, and soak it all in. It's the perfect way to spend an afternoon. All right, people, buckle up because we're heading to Switzerland's largest city, Zurich. This is a global powerhouse, a hub of finance and culture. Zurich knows how to have a good time too. World-class museums, killer nightlife, and chocolate shops. One of my favorite things about Zurich is its location. It's situated right on Lake Zurich. You can hop on a ferry and get stunning views. If you're looking for high-end fashion or luxury watches, Zurich's got you covered. Bahnhofstrasse is the main shopping street. Zurich might be known for its sleek and modern side, but don't be fooled. This city's got an edgy underbelly too. Incredible street art is tucked away in the back streets. Colorful murals, thought-provoking graffiti, the whole 9 yards. A cool contrast to the polished side of Zurich. Zurich has a ton of museums to keep you busy. The Kunsthaus Zurich houses works by Picasso to Monet. The Rietberg Museum focuses on non-European art. The best way to experience Zurich is to explore. Get lost in the old town, grab a coffee, and soak up the energy. Trust me, Zurich will surprise you. All right, guys, we're about to reach peak Switzerland, literally. Coming in at number 3, we have Jungfraujoch, also known as the top of Europe. And let me tell you, this place lives up to the hype. Imagine standing on top of the world, surrounded by snow-capped peaks that seem to stretch on forever. The air is crisp, the views are breathtaking, and you feel like you could reach out and touch the sky. Getting to Jungfraujoch is an adventure in itself. You take this incredible train journey through the heart of the Alps, winding your way past glaciers, waterfalls, and some of the most stunning scenery you'll ever see. And then, just when you think it can't get any more epic, you arrive at the highest railway station in Europe. Step off that train, and you're greeted by a panoramic vista that will blow your mind. Seriously, it's like stepping into a postcard. Now, the views from Jungfraujoch are obviously the main attraction. But trust me, there's plenty to do up there once you've picked your jaw up off the floor. First up, you've got the Sphinx Observatory. This is an observation deck perched on the edge of a glacier, offering 360-degree views of the surrounding mountains. On a clear day, you can see for miles and miles. They even have telescopes up there so you can get a closer look at the peaks. And then there's the Ice Palace. This is a series of tunnels and chambers carved entirely out of ice. We're talking ice sculptures, ice furniture, even an ice slide. It's like something out of a fairy tale. And if you're feeling adventurous, you can even go snow tubing or zip lining up there. Jungfraujoch is one of those places that everyone should experience at least once in their lifetime. It's a reminder of the incredible power and beauty of nature, and it's guaranteed to leave you speechless. All right, we're down to number 2 on our Switzerland hit list, and trust me, this one's a gem, Montreux. This place is perched right on the edge of Lake Geneva, which, by the way, is stupid beautiful. Think crystal clear water, mountains in the background, the whole 9 yards. But Montreux isn't just about pretty views, even though it's got those in spades. This town knows how to party, specifically jazz party. Every summer they throw this massive jazz festival, and people come from all over the world to hear some serious tunes. We're talking legendary musicians, incredible energy, the whole town buzzing with music. It's like stepping into a time capsule, but with better speakers. Even if jazz isn't really your thing, you can't deny the vibe. It's electric. Plus, when you're not grooving out, you can explore the lakeside promenade, wander through the old town, or even check out the Freddie Mercury statue. Yeah, the Freddie Mercury. He lived in Montreux and even recorded some of his music here, so yeah, Montreux is cool like that. Speaking of Freddie, you can actually visit the studio where Queen recorded some of their most iconic albums. It's now a museum, and it's packed with memorabilia. Guitars, costumes, handwritten lyrics, the works. And if you're a history buff, or even if you just appreciate a good castle, you gotta check out Shillong Castle. It's this medieval fortress right on the water, and it looks like something straight out of a movie. Seriously, this place is ancient. It dates back to the 12th century, and it's seen some things. Wars, sieges, you name it. You can practically feel the history oozing out of the stone walls. Walking through the castle, you can almost hear the echoes of knights and nobles. You can imagine the feasts in the Great Hall, the prisoners in the dungeons. It's wild. Montreux really does have something for everyone. History, music, stunning scenery, it's all here. All right, folks, we've made it to the top of the mountain, literally. Number 1 on our Switzerland countdown is none other than the Matterhorn. I mean, come on, you knew this was coming, right? This isn't just a mountain, it's an icon. You see this silhouette and you know instantly, that's Switzerland. It's like the Eiffel Tower of the Alps, except, you know, way more badass. Standing at over 14,600 feet, this jagged peak just dominates the landscape. It's this imposing pyramid of rock and ice, and it just dares you to try and climb it. And yeah, people do climb it. Experienced mountaineers come from all over the world to tackle this beast. It's seriously hardcore, definitely not for the faint of heart. But even if you're like me and prefer your mountains from a safe distance, the Matterhorn is an awe-inspiring sight. Now, even if you're not into the whole death-defying climbing thing, there are still plenty of ways to experience the Matterhorn. You can take a cable car up to the Gornergrat, which gives you these insane panoramic views of the surrounding peaks. And trust me, the views from up there are just ridiculous. You can see for miles in every direction. Glaciers, valleys, more mountains than you can count. It's like stepping into a postcard. You can also hike around the base of the Matterhorn, which takes you through some seriously stunning scenery. Alpine meadows, crystal clear lakes. You might even spot some marmots chilling out. And of course, no trip to the Matterhorn is complete without grabbing a bite to eat at one of the mountaintop restaurants. There's nothing quite like enjoying a delicious meal with that view. The Matterhorn is an experience you won't soon forget. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 places to visit in Switzerland. From the cobblestone streets of Bern to the breathtaking peak of the Matterhorn, this country is jam-packed with incredible experiences. Which one are you adding to your bucket list? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you've been to Switzerland, tell us about your favorite spots. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more travel adventures. See you next time.